Good morning, everybody. This is Eric Lofholm. I want to welcome all of you to our 15-minute daily morning sales boost. And we've been doing Napoleon Hill all month long. And the class that I've been teaching, it's actually a 17 principle class. And you can go on the internet and look up Napoleon Hill success principles. You'll find that there's 17. And yesterday we completed number 17. And so we're still going to do some more Napoleon Hill tomorrow and next week to wrap up the month. Today, though, I'm going to share some success principles with you that are not attributed to Napoleon Hill. And then next month, July, which starts next Wednesday, we're going to do a sales mastery series, 15 minutes a day, teaching you powerful sales ideas. And so that's going to be great. It's the same Zoom link. Or if you're watching on social media, live stream on YouTube, Facebook, or LinkedIn, or if you're listening on the podcast, all of that stays the same. And we'll have another batch of folks join that call as well when I promote that, in addition to all of you that continue on the journey with me. And I want to give you a very, very simple, practical idea that can make a difference for you. And it's something that I do in my own business. It's something that I did this morning, and I've been encouraging several clients to do this. And it's a piece of a time management system. And so one of the most important things as it relates to time management is to prioritize. And a very simple way to prioritize is to identify your top 2 priorities of the day. What are the things that are going to make the biggest difference for you? So for me, I have a group Zoom that I'm doing. I think it's at noon. And Wayne, if you could drop that link in the chat, if there's anybody here that would like to join that. This particular Zoom is going over how to be a trainer of mine, how to represent me going into companies, and something that people can do spare time, part-time, or full-time. If anybody on this call happens to be interested in learning about becoming a trainer, that's what that Zoom's about. Well, that's one of my top 2 priorities. And then my second priority is I have some really great leads that I've generated from doing some recent group Zooms. And so it's reaching out to those folks and seeing if they'd like to book a one-on-one appointment with me. And it doesn't mean I don't have other things going on today. I've got many other things as well. But those are the 2 things that will make the biggest difference that I've determined. So I'm role modeling for you what I want you to do. And I'd like you to give some thought, and you can do it right now on the call or as soon as the call is done, and identify your top 2 outcomes. And if you want to send them to me for accountability, feel free to do so. You can text me if you have my cell phone. You can email me. Hey, Eric, here's my top 2 priorities. And maybe that energy of you sharing that with me will motivate you. Hey, I got to make sure that I'm going to get these done. I told Eric I was going to do them. My email is my first name at my full name.com, eric@ericlofholm.com. Or if you have connection with me on social media like LinkedIn or Facebook, Instagram, if you want to DM me there, feel free to do so. And so letting me know what are the top 2 priorities for the day. And for me, knowing before the day starts, hey, these are the 2 things that are going to make the biggest difference. There's value in that. And there's value in you for today, knowing what are the top 2 things on your day. And there's also value in you doing this tomorrow. So when you learn an idea, you can put on your success tool belt. And you could do this every day for the rest of your life. And that one idea could make you over $100,000. It depends on how many years you have left in your career. It depends on, the type of commissions you make on each deal and so forth. But let me just ask you, who here believes if you develop this as a habit and you identify the top 2 priorities of the day and you just did this for the rest of your career, who believes that could bring you an additional $100,000 or more? Just type yes in the chat. If you're on social media, type yes in the comments if you believe that to be true. And one of the things that I love is I view myself as a teacher. I love teaching simple, practical ideas that really work. And that's one that really, really works. All right. The next thing I want to talk to you about is the benefit of pain if you're in pain over having a shortage of cash flow. If any of you are here right now and your back is against the wall financially, right? If you happen to be in that space and you might be in some pain in navigating that situation, pain in having difficult conversation with your spouse about what's happening financially, or having a difficult conversation with anybody as it relates to that pain of the cash flow. It doesn't have to be a conversation. It can just be how you're feeling. And I want to talk to you about the benefit of that pain. And something you likely have heard of before is, what is your why? What is your reason for doing something? So you go to the doctor and the doctor's like, yo, you got a cholesterol issue. That thing needs to drop. And it might hit you in a way where you're like, okay, well, what are all the things that I can do to lower my cholesterol? My doctor said, and that motivates you. And so it's the pain of what the doctor said. And Tony Robbins teaches, and NLP teaches, that Tony says that the two ways that we motivate ourselves is gaining pleasure and avoiding pain. NLP says it's moving towards what you want or moving away from what you don't want. It's the same thing, carrot and the stick. Those are all in the same family. And this has to do with self-motivation. And between pain and pleasure, avoiding pain or gaining pleasure, the one that tends to have more motivation is the pain one. So if you're in a cash flow shortage situation, you're feeling some pain around it, it's actually great. Now, I don't wish a cash flow challenge on anybody, but from a motivational standpoint, to get you to expand comfort zones, to get you to be more visible, to get you to prospect, to get you to put yourself out there, to get you to go after larger opportunities, to get you to expand your comfort zone. And so if you're in that situation, I want you to lean into it. Lean into it. And what some people do when they're in that situation is they numb the pain with drugs and alcohol. And that's not something that I personally believe in. I don't have any criticism over anyone that does it, because that is a way to take the pain away. Except it only takes it away for a little bit. And then when that high wears off, now you're right back to where you were. And if you can see the pain as good in terms of helping you have a breakthrough, you might have had this experience, that some of the greatest breakthroughs of your life came from your most painful experiences. I've had that happen, right? You're going through something really, really challenging, and the silver lining is the growth that you have, the breakthrough that you have. And if you numb it with drugs and alcohol, you're robbing yourself potentially of a breakthrough. And so I invite you to lean into that pain, see the value of it, and allow that to have a version of you that exists inside of you emerge. And then as that new you emerges, to get you back to where you want to be financially. The pain can show up in other ways as well. The pain, let's say it's not cash flow, maybe it's a health situation. Or maybe you're in pain in your marriage, right? Something has occurred and you're in pain in your marriage. Sometimes we're not doing the things we should be doing, and eventually the bill comes due, right? It's like if you put things on a credit card, no problem, but eventually the bill comes due, right? And sometimes in our life, we've been doing things and not doing what we need to be doing, and then the bill comes due, and it's very painful. So if you can see that as the benefit of that pain. That could be very powerful for you. And it's in alignment with what Napoleon Hill teaches: with every adversity, there's a seed of equal or greater benefit. And the last thing I want to talk to you about today is leverage. And a form of leverage that I'm doing right now is YouTube. And I want to share a video with you guys. And I want to encourage you to watch this video because it will help you. And it's this video here, 14 minutes more results. So I'm going to click on this video here. And I'm going to drop this video in the chat. And what this video is teaching, it's teaching 2 systems in 19 minutes. One of the systems that it's teaching is my time management system. And the other system that it's teaching is my goal setting system. And so these 2 systems, once you have them, you'll have them for the rest of your life. So I invite you to watch this piece of content. It's 19 minutes and 15 seconds. Now, I wanted to speak to a very powerful principle in business, and it is the principle of familiarity. And one of the things that causes people to be open to doing business with us, to becoming a client, to buying your product or service, to hiring you, is they're familiar with you. And so when we cold call somebody, that's the first time that we're connecting with them. And if they engage with you in a cold call, it's no longer cold because now they know who you are. And for the rest of your life, it'll never be cold again. So one of the things you want to be thinking about, this is like a philosophical idea, is how can you become more familiar with more people? And my YouTube channel is a way that people can have an experience with me where I'm not present, right? They're watching the video, they're liking the ideas if it's resonating. And so something for you to think about. What can you do to create more familiarity with people? This call that you're on with me right now, as you know, it's done 5 days a week. And we live stream it and we podcast it and we do the live Zoom and so forth. Maybe you could do a show. Maybe you start with a once a week live stream on Facebook. And so every Friday at noon, you go live for 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever the case may be. And that's a way of creating familiarity. Maybe it's posting videos. Maybe it's a YouTube channel. Maybe it's writing a book. And so you're looking for ways that more people can become familiar with you. I would love it for what my goals and dreams are for 1 million people, literally 1 million people, to become more familiar with me through my videos, through a call like this, through my master classes, etc. Because in order for somebody to buy from me, to do business with me, they're going to have a connection with me at some point. So my business is set up in a way where lots of people can connect with me. Now, you might not aspire to reach 1 million people, or maybe you do aspire to reach 1 million people. But regardless, if you're in the inquiry of how can I have more people become familiar with me, especially your previous clients, how can you stay in touch with them so they become more familiar? So that's today's message. Thank you all for joining today. We had 70 plus on the call, which is a great attendance number for this particular call. I appreciate you being Adrian. Great to see you. I think we're talking Sunday. Looking forward to connecting with you on Sunday. Araceli, thank you for joining. Ashley, thank you for joining. Avery, great to have you. Bob, great to have you in class today, Bob. Carol, thanks for joining. Kathy, great to have you. Chris, great to see you. Christina, you're an elite coach. Thanks for joining. Christina, that last message, very appropriate for you, right? More people becoming familiar with the elite coach that you are and the work that you do with your hands and the work that you do around mindset. And that can double your business or more. Dave, thanks for joining. Dennis, great to have you in class today. Deborah, thanks for joining. Derek, great to see you. Diane, thanks for joining today. Ed, great to have you. Eric, love your new Zoom name. Fabienne, thanks for joining. Gina, great to see you. Greg, great to have you. iPhone and iPhone 4, thanks for joining. Jay, Mr. Consistency. Janine, thanks for joining. Jeffrey, great to have you in class. Jenny, great to have you. Jenny, as part of your sales presentation, you could talk about what I was sharing about familiarity, because you help people become more familiar with lots of their prospects and clients. That's what you're all about. Jim, great to see you. Julie, great to have you in class today. Keith, thank you for all the great work you're doing in the Sales Miracles CRM and all the different ways you support me on social media. Kim, great to have you. Kimberly, great to see you. You're going to have a great day today. Lisa, thank you for joining. Thanks for the referral yesterday, Lisa. Marcus, great to have you. Marie, I believe in you. Enjoyed our text today. Marty, great to see you. Okan, great to have you in class. Okan, Wayne shared with me he had a great session with you. Michael, great to have you. Michelle, thanks for coming back. Marit, great to see you. Pamela, thanks for joining. Patricia, thank you for joining. Hope you come back. Percy, thanks for joining. Riki, thanks for being here. Sever, thanks for joining today. Sheila, that message about familiarity. Sheila, guys, is one of the brilliant trainers in the world today. She is an elite trainer, absolutely incredible. She's like a Louise Hay in the terms of her skill set. And so as you create these different ways, like the YouTube Sheila, right? You can get your message out to another 100 people, another 500, another 1,000, thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands. Sheila's message is so powerful. It can reach over 1 million people, Sheila. Shell, thanks for joining. Silva, thanks for joining today. Thomas, you're an elite coach, Thomas. Wayne, thanks for joining. Yvette, great to have you in class today. That's going to wrap our call. Thank you all for joining. Wayne, thanks for managing the Zoom chat. Have a great day, everybody. Talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.
Recording stop.
Those of you on social media, thank you for joining. Wayne, thanks for commenting on social media. Great to see all of you. Have a great rest of your day. We'll talk to you later.